Growing up in the glare of Hollywood's unforgiving spotlight is no small feat, especially when your parents are icons like Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin. Paltrow-Martin, the 21-year-old daughter of the Oscar-winning actress and the Coldplay frontman, has navigated this unique terrain with a grace that belies her youth. Yet, in a recent interview she peeled back the layers of her not-normal childhood, revealing the deliberate parenting choices that grounded her amid privilege and the persistent specter of nepotism accusations. Apple's story is one of quiet resilience, a testament to how fame's offspring can forge their own paths without succumbing to entitlement. From the outset, Apple's life was a mosaic of red carpets and recording studios, beachside villas and backstage passes. Born in 2004, she entered a world where her mother's Shakespeare in Love triumph and her father's anthemic hits like Yellow were already legendary. Paparazzi trailed family outings, and playdates doubled as networking opportunities. But Paltrow and Martin, both acutely aware of fame's double-edged sword, instituted ironclad rules to shield their children from its pitfalls. No entitlement was the mantra, echoed in family dinners where gratitude journals were as routine as bedtime stories. Apple recalls holidays spent volunteering at local shelters rather than jet-setting to exclusive resorts, lessons designed to instill humility in a household brimming with acclaim. These principles weren't abstract, they were woven into the fabric of daily life. Martin, known for his introspective lyricism, would often pause rehearsals to discuss the value of hard work with Apple and her younger brother Moses, 19. Paltrow, ever the wellness advocate through her Goop empire, emphasized emotional intelligence alongside kale smoothies, teaching her kids to articulate feelings without leaning on status as a crutch. They did a really good job of instilling in me that I shouldn't be entitled to anything, Apple shared, her words carrying the weight of lived experience. I have to work. This ethos extended to education. No private tutors bypassing exams, no shortcuts to elite schools. Apple earned her spot at Vanderbilt University on merit, majoring in law, history, and society, a nod to her analytical mind and perhaps a subtle rebellion against the creative legacies of her parents. Nepotism, that perennial whisper in celebrity offspring circles, has long shadowed Apple. As she dips her toes into modeling, gracing campaigns for brands that align with her minimalist aesthetic, the comparisons are inevitable. Why her? Detractors murmur online, ignoring the poise she brings to photo shoots honed through years of quiet preparation. Yet Apple confronts it head-on, not with defensiveness but with introspection. I constantly remind myself how grateful I am to have these opportunities, she confessed. I know this is not a normal way to grow up by any means. Her awareness is a product of those parental guardrails. Family trips to Bhutan for cultural immersion, not luxury spas. Discussions on global inequality sparked by Martin's humanitarian work with Oxford's Global Leadership and Public Policy Initiative. Moses, too, embodies this balanced upbringing. At 19, he's a talented guitarist and vocalist, channeling his father's melodic gifts into original compositions while pursuing studies at Brown University. The siblings share a bond forged in the crucible of public scrutiny, late-night talks about dodging tabloid fodder, collaborative jam sessions where boundaries blur between mentor and peer. Apple's Vanderbilt life mirrors this. Dorm room pizza parties over Vanderbilt Law Review readings, weekend hikes in Tennessee's rolling hills to escape the echo chamber of Los Angeles. Hanging out with friends and trying to have a normal college experience is one of my priorities at present, she emphasized, painting a picture of intentional normalcy amid extraordinary circumstances. Delving deeper, Apple's revelations touch on the psychological toll of such a childhood. The shock habit she alludes to isn't some scandalous vice but a profound habit of self-doubt, a constant mental tally of privileges to counterbalance the scales. It's like an internal audit, she likened it, checking if I've earned my place each day. This stems from Paltrow's own post-Oscar reflections on fame's isolating bubble and Martin's candid lyrics about vulnerability in tracks like Fix You. They modeled therapy as routine self-care, normalizing mental health check-ins long before it became a celebrity buzzword. Apple credits these for her grounded perspective, allowing her to pursue modeling not as a golden parachute but as a passion ignited by Paltrow's effortless elegance on set visits. Her career trajectory reflects this deliberate pace. Unlike peers catapulted into the fray, Apple's forays are measured, a runway appearance here, a sustainable fashion editorial there. She's drawn to brands championing ethical production, echoing Goop's clean living ethos without the wellness jargon. It's about using what I have to amplify voices that need it, she says, hinting at future advocacy in environmental law, inspired by Martin's climate activism. Vanderbilt's rigorous curriculum sharpens this vision, blending historical precedents with societal impacts, preparing her for a life beyond the lens. Friends play a pivotal role in this equilibrium. Away from the family's Brentwood estate, Apple cultivates a circle of non-industry allies, fellow students passionate about activism, artists untainted by Hollywood's gloss. These bonds provide the normal she craves: spontaneous road trips, debate club rivalries, the thrill of anonymity in a crowded lecture hall. "It's where I recharge," she notes, contrasting it with the high-stakes energy of family gatherings, where Martin's impromptu piano recitals draw crowds and Paltrow's dinner parties spark intellectual fireworks. Looking ahead, Apple envisions a hybrid path: modeling as a creative outlet, law as a force for change. "Privilege is a tool, not a throne," she muses, encapsulating the lessons etched into her youth. In sharing these shock childhood habits, the nightly gratitude rituals, the mandatory chore rotations despite nannies on call, she humanizes the untouchable. It's a reminder that even in gilded cages, wings can be earned, not inherited. As Apple steps further into her own light, her story inspires. Fame's children needn't repeat scripts. They can rewrite them with humility and hustle.